reflecting on what happened yesterday, are you proud of your actions?
Well, first of all, there is always the need for you to understand the cause and effect. Just about a week or so, we had a ruling from the Right Honorable Speaker, and that we thought that ruling to a larger extent was sacrosanct until a court of final determination, a competent court of jurisdiction, comes to make a final determination on the matter. And this is as a result of the several precedents we've had over the period. We were just told of the Nyimkan case, the Wolinsi matter. We've also been told of the Adamu Sakendi. We're also told of the guy who had to deal with an issue, I think, concerning some, I've forgotten his name. Yeah, he was also a member of parliament. And finally, even the case of my very beloved friend who just departed from this planet as a result of this consistent torture to take his seat away from him. Ernest Yaokumi, may his soul rest in perfect peace. I mean, with all of this, with a resounding victory and having a majority, super majority of 189 members of parliament, it's upset for anybody to think that you come after somebody who had been lawfully been declared as the winner of an election when he won by more than 3,000 votes, and then you stage a legal coup to say that you're taking him out of parliament, and the basis for taking him out is that you have detected 41 polling stations results which you felt that they were rigged, and that the rigging was as a result of some circumstances you are bringing to the fore. And this constitutes 500 votes. Now, this person says that, well, if your belief is that I have taken your 500 votes and I have won this election by more than 3,000, okay, then let's give you the 500. Because, first of all, I have won, I have been declared, and your challenge or your contention is that there is some 41, which amounts to about 500 votes. That is the reason for your challenge. What happened yesterday is a simple parliamentary proceeding that we haven't seen a letter that is supposed to have emanated from the clerk. In fact, the first time I saw the letter, I knew it was fake. So when somebody threw it to me and said, hey, there's this letter, have you seen it? I said it was fake. Ignore. Then the second time, then my respected leader, forwarded to me, "Jerry, have you seen this?" I said, no, leader, I mean, you should know that this cannot be the case. He says, no. And why? I was overwhelmed and shocked because the speaker had ruled. And so it cannot be the same speaker ruling and we cannot approbate and reprobate. Ruling within a certain period and coming back to say that now that seat should be declared vacant. I mean, you should be surprised as well. Any other world thinking, meaning Ghanaians should be surprised at what is happening. Are we departing from principles? Are we departing from the law? Are we departing from precedents? And I have been shocked as at today. So what we did was to come have a variation of the business and say that we were making a very important statement. And that was what was led, that statement was made by my chief whip. When you make statements, again, under Order 93, we know that you only comment on those statements. You can't respond to those statements. So after the statements were made, our expectation was that even if anybody wanted to do something with the statement, the person would be commenting on the statement rather than saying, I would want to respond to the statement. That was what triggered the whole situation, because the majority leader insisted that he would respond instead of commenting on the statement. And obviously, we decided not to allow him. And using the same force of parliament and the same dictatorial tendencies we see here, he went ahead to make the statement.
Why did you try crossing the carpet?
Nobody crossed carpet. You didn't see the NDC majority pushing people. Nobody. My minority members of parliament were very disciplined. They stay in their room, in their domain, within their remit, their jurisdiction. They did not cross carpet. if you were trying to get the speaker's attention and you weren't getting the speaker's attention and people were forcefully taking reports, some of the reports were not even ready. We are members of the respective committees of those the reports that were attended yesterday had not seen those reports.
Honorable Habib yesterday said that whatever they did yesterday wasn't going to
Obviously,
stand.
the maize is the authority of Parliament. It symbolizes authority. Did you see the maize there whilst they were taking those reports? Did you? Did you hear anything from any other side? It became a one-sided parliament. It was only the right honorable speaker who could talk, and that of the majority leader. All our microphones were disconnected. Who did that? So if you weren't allowing us to talk, why should we allow you to be heard? And this is what the Ghanaian people should know. That anytime, then they rush out, go and do the propaganda, and then people believe them. This is the situation. A ruling had been delivered. The speaker delivered a ruling just about 10 or 7 days ago. Now there is a U-turn all of a sudden. Well, there's a usual saying that only the food doesn't change the
Honorable
mind.
Jerry, what's your next line of action?
We are just keeping everything to our apps.
Government business suffer.
Well, we are going on. It's part of our strategy. We'll see how we'll go to ensure that the people of Pandai are well represented, properly represented. Whoever they voted for should be the one in Parliament. What happened to Gyakye Quayson? Was he ever sent out? Was he a different speaker then, or is it because it's a different session of Parliament? Let's be clear with ourselves. Let's stop the hypocrisy. It's just becoming too much. As a nation, I don't know if there is some sort of spell on maybe there is some spell on us, and that MPP did so bad to the extent that any bad thing that is happening now, people cannot see. But we are praying for God's intervention, and things should change. Thank you very much.
Thank you.